Welcome to Your Partnerships. I have the privilege of having Becki Prowse on the sofa today from Pillow Partners. So Becki, we've known each other for a little while now.
Just a little while.
Just a few working on a decade, I suppose. So Pillow Partners, I'm excited to talk to you about this because it's revolutionary and different compared to what most people, how they deal with their properties, their rental properties and everything. So explain a little bit what Pillow Partners is and how it works and what area you cover.
So we are predominantly a service accommodation management company. We have three different packages that will look after our hosts, so they don't have to deal with guests or phone calls. We cover the Devon area, though at the moment there is no property manager within the Cornwall area, so we cover that at the moment too.
Okay. And so what that looks like in principle is I've got a little place to rent rather than me trying to rent it out myself or just put it on Airbnb and all that stuff all the time. You guys will take over, depending on what level I want, anything from cleaning and complete property management all the way down to just listings itself. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we like to work with our hosts to get them the best service that suits them. Some people like to clean their own properties and leave those little touches for people when they come in and they see, because that's their babies and that's what they've created. So we like to work with them.
But the part that I hear you talk about, which I think is a little bit different than I normally hear, is you actively look to do other placements. So we were talking a little bit before we went on air about your situation up in Barnstable with the students and everything. So explain how that works.
Yeah, so they came to us from the Plymouth University. They have a placement up at the hospital in Barnstable and wanted to share accommodation to be able to stay together and make it cheaper for themselves. So the university give them a sort of bursary of what they can spend, and then they came to us. This is our second lot of guests in, so they stayed for 6 weeks at a time. And yeah, it means that there's no void gaps in your calendars, and you've got a booking in there that pays you the same as if you went out on Airbnb or Booking.com.
Yeah. And then, like you're saying, some of the frustration you run across is a lot of people in Devon and Cornwall get very seasonal thinking about their property. So explain how they can fill their property on shoulder months, so to speak.
Yeah, so winter months predominantly in this area are thought of the off season. That's not your ideal holiday time to come down here. But there is a lot of contractors or corporates that move around, could be working for one of the local companies, but they employ out of area people. Why would they not rather stay in a lovely cottage than go and spend a night in a room, or potentially some of them are down for sort of 6 to 8 weeks.
I was going to say, if you're down for that long, I mean, hotels are lovely, and as you know, I used to run them and everything else. But if you're somewhere for, like, say, several weeks, the thing is to not have a little kitchen or just, well, let's face it, just to dump all your stuff out.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about a cleaner coming in all the time, stuff like that. It's just nice to have that extra space and
because
feel more at home.
It is more at home, and they can cook what they want to cook.
Yep.
They don't have to rely on the bar service or anything, or just sit in a room. They've got a lounge and a dining area that they can actually enjoy the time together as work colleagues.
Cool. And for your contract, so does somebody have to sign up for like 3 years, and is it real expensive? How does it work? I know the answer, but I want to hear you say it.
So it's our contracts are a minimum of 3 months, obviously, because it takes time to, if you've come to us with a completely new property, it takes time to build up your traction and your visibility to the people. So it's a minimum of 3 months, and it ranges from $295 for a partnership package to, if you have nothing in your property, then it would be $995, because we will help you source furniture and sort out your utilities and everything to make
that's
the
getting
property.
down to complete. It's a whole different thing. But in principle, the model it's no different than if you're using any other one. That it's just being part of the organization, so they'll get out to everybody that needs a property, and then they just take a small percentage of your stage time.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. It's and what would you say the most unique property you're doing right now is? Just putting you on the spot a minute.
Unique property. I don't know actually.
That's okay. I
Yeah.
was me putting you on the spot, and I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, it's But what do you? Or but it's going well for you. I know that. So that's good to begin with. But there's so much more opportunity out there, isn't there?
Oh, there is. Yeah. I mean, if you've got voids in your calendar, then we would love to chat to see how we could work with you to fill those voids.
Cool. And that could be anything from I don't know, somebody might have multitude of properties, or it might be just a small little typical thing like somebody might expect to a 1-bedroom studio or something like that. But anything can work, yes?
Yeah, well, we've got anything from a 1-bedroom studio apartment through to 33-bedroomed eco hotel.
See, that's the one you should have said.
Yeah.
That's a unique product.
It is unique, but yeah, it's there's lots of hotels out there. But
Yeah. No, that's cool. Didn't mean to put you on the spot. Anything else you'd like to add, Becki, at this time?
No, if you've got any questions or any inquiries, then
Well, all your details will be on this. Make sure you can get a hold of you and everything. And I'd say the main thing is whether you've got an existing property and you want to get it filled more, because that's what they need to get a hold of you about. Please get a hold of Becki straight away. Or if you're part of a company that you send people out a lot and want to learn more about Pillow Partners, whether it be in Devon and Cornwall or across the UK, then get a hold of Becki, because she can help get you a hold of the right people. Because it's just good to know that there is this option out there, and that I know that you guys take such personal care of the property and the people. So that's what matters the most.
yeah,
so.
it's a partnership.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all
Well, hence in the name, isn't it?
yeah. Well, we're stronger together.
Absolutely. I don't know where I've heard that before. There's something with the words partnerships in it that kind of rings a bell. I don't know
Yeah,
what that's
definitely.
all about. So anyway, if I can't put you on the spot this time, I think it'll be a little bit easier. So you have been with your partnership for a little while. Why would anybody want to get involved with your partnerships? What's the deal?
Because it's like one big family.
Dysfunctional, but
Yeah, but what family is functional?
that's always the answer I get back from everyone.
Yeah, if you don't know, there's always somebody within the partnerships that you can go to and say, can you help me with this? Or do you know somebody that could help me with this?
And I think the main thing is, and not trying to put words in your mouth, but I think you'd agree that a lot of people that haven't networked, because I get from people all the time of talking about, this chamber, this BNR, this, all these things. I don't consider any network to be what traditionally would be competition, because it's not that way at all by any means. I'm quite happy for all networks, because the competition to me is teaching everyone that doesn't network what it can do for your business. That's to me it's the whole educational process of teaching people how to help themselves through networking. Because at the same time, networking will not work if you don't work it, and you understand what that means.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have said it's competition. I would have said it's more, you need to collaborate with people.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
If you can't collaborate with people and work with people, then I'm not sure you should be in the networking space.
This is true, absolutely. So, but yeah, thanks for letting me put you on the spot twice. So
That's all right.
So Becki, like I said, all your details will be on here. Corker Media itself, I didn't realize this is your first time you had been out here, but I'm sure you'll be back again.
Yeah, no, great.
Excellent. All right. Well, Shane Solomon's behind the decks today. We have the master himself. So thank you so much for taking care of us, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers. See you later.